Okay, so first thing I did was I pressed the hemline, and right now I'm doing an ease stitch a 1/4 inch below the hemline, just so that the hemline lies loosely. And then after that, I'm going to cut a strip of hair canvas on the bias, like right here. I did my hair canvas, I cut my hair canvas at 2 inches because the hemline is 1.5 inches. And right now I'm pinning it onto the hemline. And then after I pinned it, I did a catch stitch at the top of the hair canvas, and now I'm doing a basting stitch at the bottom so that it holds in place. After doing the basting stitch, I'm doing the vent on the sleeve, and I'm going to be folding the 2 sides in half that are slightly at an angle, and I'm sewing them together to create the vent. After sewing the vent, you're going to flip it inside out so that it creates a corner, and you know that you've done it correctly if your seam is at an angle. Now it's time to sew the lining for the jackets. I'm sewing the back and the side back together. I'm sewing the side front to the side back, and I'm also going to be sewing the sleeves separately but not connecting them just yet. Okay, so now that I sewed the lining, I pinned the lining to the inside of my jacket, making sure that all of the raw edges are turned to the inside, and now I'm hand stitching the lining to the inside of the jacket on the front, on the neckline, and on the shoulders. Do not put the sleeves on just yet. Now I'm connecting the lining to the bottom of the jacket so that it holds in place, being careful not to expose any raw edges. Now I'm connecting the 2 shoulder seams. Now I'm sewing the top of the lining to the neckline of the jacket. Once you have all of that done, you're going to hem the bottom of the jacket, and then after you hem the bottom of the jacket, you're going to be doing a catch stitch on the raw edge of the seam allowance. After that, you're going to be doing 2 ease stitches at the top of your sleeve so that you can ease the sleeve in to the desired fit of your jacket armhole. Once you do that, you're going to pin the sleeve to your jacket, being careful not to expose any raw edges, and you're going to carefully hand stitch the sleeve lining to your jacket. Mentioned that the lining sleeve has to be put over the jacket sleeve. After you have it sewed to the jacket, carefully hem the bottom of the lining to your jacket.